Hey, everybody. I am really glad to have a chance to speak with Pastor Ed Grant from Thrive Church. Pastor Ed, thanks for taking the time to speak today.
You're welcome.
Well, I would love if we could just start, and if you could give us an overview of the church, how ministries go in there, and your role at the church as well.
I am the lead pastor. We've been able to revamp a lot of leadership, and so we're really excited about how things are going, how well things are. What God is doing is amazing.
Well, I'd love if we could jump in, and I know we're going to talk about specifically online giving. What were the key factors you were looking for in an online giving platform? And were there any features in particular about ours that stood out to you?
The biggest thing was, as a small church, we wanted to offer this. We knew we needed to offer this. We couldn't have a bunch of fees. So we're looking at what's not going to charge us a monthly fee of a lot of money that will allow us to integrate it, that we could get the most we could being a small church. The next thing you have is when you have an older group, which we had, which we're transitioning now, more younger, they don't understand online. They don't want anything to do with online. But if you tell them it's good for the next generation and the church will benefit, then they're willing to try it. Again, if there's not a bunch up front and you got a place that wants to work with you, wants to do ministry.
What impact has it made on the church as a whole?
Probably the biggest one. It's allowed people to be generous. It's just allowed people to give, where giving was, well, I better bring cash or a check on Sunday. And they just don't do that. They don't remember that anymore. They're paying everything online. So it allowed us to have people give who'd never given before because, it's easy, it's accessible, I can set this up. So that's the first impact. The bigger impact right at the beginning was when we worked on paying down our debts. We knew getting rid of debt would be huge for us. It would take this huge piece out every month and give us all this extra money for ministry. And to get people to buy into that, almost all of those were online. We couldn't believe it. That's the thing that people chose to do. And they chose to give their $20 a month. And a lot of them did more than that. And that just came in every single month. And that allowed us to get the debt paid off far quicker than we thought.
What role did things like recurring giving, as well as being able to designate giving to specific funds, play in the ability to pay off debt and continue to increase generosity?
That's been huge. We've set it up for particular things. When the ladies did a women's retreat, they went in there and just dropped down menu. Have that option. It's just incredible. And like I said, now that I don't even know how many years we've been using it out from it this year. And what's nice is it's telling me this year we're almost 11,000 ahead of last year at this same time. And we just thought, man, this is great. So it's feeding us that people are more generous. People are giving. It's just feeding us that information. And that's just great. Doesn't have to, but I love that that's built in.
What would you say to somebody who is exploring our software and maybe thinking, should we move forward? Shouldn't we? What advice would you give to them?
Well, you've got to give, you have to believe people are generous. And sometimes we don't because we're like, well, they're not giving. And what if you start with that premise that people are generous, well, then I need a place to do that. And like I said, I don't know if there's a better place for a small church. I don't. So that's what I would say, that Kindred's a place that cares about the majority churches in America, which are small churches, and helping them be more generous so they can do more ministry.
Well, we so appreciate your time, sharing your experience, and really appreciate the work that you're doing, that Thrive Church is doing, and the impact that you're making. Thanks for taking the time to talk today, and thanks so much for what you're doing.
Thanks, Scott.